Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Divide by Sheep. So, this probably isn't our last episode, but we are getting close to it. If I can get through this row, this episode, and this row in the next episode, then it will just be big decision time as far as how much more energy, if any, do I want to put into trying to get all the stars. Alright. So we have these new teleport blocks that teleport you back to where you were. I imagine in that case nothing is going to be different. I imagine then in this case there's two options. You either add this to get to a 7, to get that to get to a 3. Alright. And then what we probably want to do is not lose anything extra. So yeah, we have a 3 here. We want to get to a 6. We have a 4 here. We have a 4 here. If we added this 4 to that, we would get to 7. We could lose 1 sheep. And that's fine. We need to lose 1 sheep. Which I guess means we do this. That always lands in the center, I think, to start with. Then we throw that. I guess we go here first. 3 wolves, 2 sheeps, and then throw this back this way, and then toss it that way. And so then how are we going to get to... let's see. I don't think we are going to get to 6. No, we can get to 6. You just throw it this way, and then that gives you a 3, gives you a 4. Nah, I can't get to 6. We'll give it one more try. Imagine the move here is probably slightly different than what I did. It's 5. So do we want to make this a 7 that would get us 2, or do we want to lose 1, just 1? Okay, then we have our 3. Now we have our 1. And we needed a 1 to block up 1 spot. It's either this spot or this spot. If I block up this spot, then you have a 6 limitation, and that gets us to 6. So I suspect that is the right move. We'll find out quickly. If this gets added to this, and we have a total of 6. Only 5 can fit at one time on the platform before one gets teleported, but it doesn't matter as long as the total stays the same. And we're very, very late in the game, really. You would think this would be the point, if ever, that you would always have the maximum number of platforms, but it probably is easier to have the maximum number of platforms. So on that thought, I wonder if it isn't actually more of a case that you are better off it might be a case that you're better off with fewer platforms to make it more difficult. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. So I'm just gonna kill these here. And then how are we gonna kill 3 when everything's done? I can get 2 stars pretty easily. Ah. You do this. And so now we need to kill 2. How can we kill 2? I think you just add this back to that. And then you just toss that. 3 minus 5, which should be 2. Yeah. Now that you have 4 teleport platforms, this could get really crazy really fast. You have effectively 2 options. You can subtract 3 from 4 and have 1 sheep left, or you can subtract 3 from 4 and have no sheep left. So, is the move here to get a free platform, which I would suspect maybe it is. Let's see how this plays out. We need 5 deaths after that point. I don't know how we're going to end up with 5 deaths. Feels like you could only get 2 deaths. Or 4 at most. Well, let's just get 2 stars. Okay, so every death I think is important here. Which maybe means doing this is the right move. Although doing that almost certainly isn't the right move, because that just locks up this platform, or this frees the platform. Okay. There are 4 remaining wolves, and it wants us to get rid of 2. How in the world does that work? It's gotta be, I guess, probably something like this. What happens when you do this? No, they just return. When we do this, they just return. There are 3 deaths plus 2 wolves plus this, which means you would need 8. Which, if we add this up, you have 4 plus 3, that's 7. So it seems impossible. in what way can we get the wolves to kill the wolves? That way. A great example of not thinking it all the way through, I guess, would be the best way to describe that, because I at no point was considering that I could drag the wolves on top of the wolves, or that I could even drag the sheep on top of the sheep, which we probably need to experiment with that one too. Feels like live wolves will land on live wolves, but satisfied full wolves won't be landed on. That kills 3 sheep. So that probably is the first move. Okay. If we land here, that'll leave 2 that we would then have to move. It's probably the right move. Alright, so we want 5 dead. That doesn't kill any dead. That kills 2. Okay. We're really close. Really close. Yeah. We cycle back to that. That kills 2. If we get back to that, we do that, that kills 1. And then that kills 2. That was a little too complicated in my personal opinion, but we're related. We're in the late game, so there really isn't a lot of room to complain. So you would think there would be a variation on the theme here as far as just how do you kill 5 more sheep. I'm not sure there actually is a variation on the theme though. You have 4 here and 3 here. So it kind of feels like the move is something really simplistic, like just bouncing back and forth. And none of the puzzles have ever really been solved this way. Okay. Did I kill too many? Or did I kill exactly the right amount? Whoops. Well, I had the right amount, I just had them activate in the wrong order. So now it is really just a case of lining up your 8, getting that out of the way, doing that. Sorry, I went quiet there, as I was thinking. And that's probably how the last few episodes of this series is going to go, is I'm just going to go fairly quiet, trying to solve puzzles. But the more of these we can solve on first try, the better. So we want to kill 5. Which, doesn't this inherently kill 2? And then I guess the question to ask after that is, does this inherently kill another 3? Yeah, that's the right number. Okay. So what could we have done with the yeah, how can we get 1 wolf? Seems like you have to kind of go through everything. So it seems like you would have to go here, but you can't do that. You can't throw this here. That like protects that area, yes. And then get you down to 3, I guess. So let's try that again. So I guess this probably starts with this move. You've just got to get that 1 wolf on. Then we have a 5 here, which would kill 2, or 6 here, which would kill 3. Okay. A 3 here. But let's do 2 and 2. Well, not exactly. That wasn't right. I needed the wolf probably to land here. Then there would have been 2. So 4 here would end up with 3. A 3 here would end up with 3. 3 here kills 2. 4 here kills 1. So if we had both of those still in play, and we had everything, but that's probably asking too much. You can't do that. No, that's another example of the game glitching. So that's gotta be the first move. And then the question after that point is how many do we really want to save? I think maybe that's the right number. Okay. We want to lose 3 somehow. And honestly, I don't know a way to do that. Get your 2 here. And then you're just 1 off. Can we even remember what we did in that case? Okay. Let's not make a mistake here. I almost made a mistake there. I think this might be it. Because we only need to lose 3. Yeah, that's that. So, not too bad for this episode. We've got everything here at 3 stars. And honestly, I guess there's only a 2-star here, and a 2-star here, and a 2-star here. So we've done really well in this final world. So it is probably worth it just to jump back to the first world. There are some differences here that you'd have to do some math for. If we have 7 and we subtract 5 from it, we'll have 2. That will get us that far. And then if we wanted to kill 6, we could burn this for 5, but it's probably not the solution. I want to get down to 1 wolf. If I move this, I burn it and I clear the field. And then this 6 would take out all of those. If I move these 4 over here, that fills everything up, and then you have a 9. If I bounce this over here, that leaves only 1 death left. That's way too many. So do we want to play the different angles? It's probably still not the right move if you do play the different angles. Okay, so this would be 4. Could we take 6 out of the equation here? We need 4 in this spot. So we would have to just feed that to this. And that's way too many, but then that does get you to the wolf. I do wish the star system was more like that, where you did just have to do one of the 3 games. Cut the Rope was kind of a good example, I think, of that kind of game, where it's 3 separate goals, and you're not being asked to do more difficult challenges than that. Okay. So we can kill 4 later. But I don't think we want to kill 4 now. If we put 3 more on this, this would be 7. So there you have 2 wolves. Now, why would I want 2 wolves? Would have wanted 2 sheep, not 2 wolves. Now that is 6. If we could figure out a way to get down to 2 sheep. Okay. Now we have 1 sheep. Do we have another way of getting just 1 sheep? Doesn't seem like it. I could put 1 here, use that 1 sheep that way. Now we have 3. So if I could land a 3 on this, then that would be 4. Then if I could land a 3 on it a second time, that would be 4. And if I could just get the 2 sheep gone. Yeah, all the math is wrong. All of it is completely wrong. So everything in my instincts tells me that this is probably the right move. Is to have this group, and then either throw this here, and then that would be 3 remaining, which seems like the wrong amount. I'll throw this here, which is 2 remaining, which seems like the right amount. And there you have 4. Okay. All my instinct says to just throw that out. and only focus on these parts. So, how many would we lose after that spot? We could lose 5, we could lose 1, or we could lose 1. Either way. So I'm probably making a mistake by putting these guys in the middle, but you kind of need them in the middle too. Yeah, you do that much and you have 5. Okay. So what if we were to throw here? Now we need to kill 4. And so you kill 4 that way. And now we need just 4 wolves. These 4 reduced down to 1. That. Hey, look at that. We figured it out. And so, yeah, there really isn't even going to be any other puzzles to engage with. In this final world, we may get 90 stars very naturally. Let's see. So we need 3, which means we need to get rid of 5. And how can we get 5 on the platform to start with? Seems like you would need a 3 and a 2. And that just doesn't feel like that's going to happen. So what if, yeah, well, we need at least, you gotta start here. There's just no way around it. And I could turn this to a 6. Maybe that would be the right move. Make some extra room. That would be the more complicated solution to this. Nope, can't do that though. So if it is a decision that this needs to go here, that doesn't have to happen at this moment. 6 minus 8. Leave us with 2. Okay. So that's probably good enough. Now we are at 6 here, so going here and going here doesn't reduce the numbers much. And it's pretty much impossible to get to a 3. Yeah. There's no way to get to a 3. You move this off that spot and you lose it. So then that means that we've got to lose something here. Probably this here, down to a 5. And then we've got to get a 3 going. Either in the middle here, which is probably the case. But if we have 3 here, that messes up the math. Also, I think the move. Still gonna lose something. Some number. 3 and 2 go away. 4 from 6 would give you 2. Yeah, there's actually no way to get back on this platform, is there? So I'm either losing this 2, or I'm losing this 4, and either way I'm still going to lose 4, and then it's going to be too little. Gives you 2. So then I guess you do that. Okay. And then I think I may have this. You take this 4, you jump here, then that reduces it down to 3. Then you add this 2 to it, and then you have a 5. And then you come over here, and you jump on that. So the whole gimmick was to move the wolves onto the switch. So it was a safe platform to travel on. Which that really then just leaves us with this one puzzle. Which I don't think I want to try and wrap my head around at the moment. So, yeah. We're at 73 stars in World of Ruins. Not really a great reason why this is labeled World of Ruins, but whatever. No more reason than why this one was called Spring World. But 73 stars with the potential of getting at least 5 more stars. We're gonna end at least 78, where we've had to go back and struggle to get to 83 in Spring World, and we haven't even really gotten anything extra in Dark World or Ice World, and we have all 90 here. This would be the kind of game I would hope that maybe there's an achievement for getting 90% of the stars instead of 100% of the stars. Unfortunately, there is no rules and regulations around how you make achievements. Maybe there should be, just a general agreement. So very often you have achievements in games that are either requiring you to do 100% of the game, which can be very hard, or impossible if the game is buggy. Let's not exclude that very real possibility. Or you get crazy achievements that are do something you would never actually do in actual gameplay, or spend an incredibly long amount of time. With Valve and Steam's no questions asked 2-hour refund policy, achievements based on the amount of time you spend in games probably should go out the window for that reason alone. Otherwise you are going to have a bunch of garbage games and just encouraging people to leave the game running for 2 hours so then they can't get a refund. Although there are other tricks that are already being played for similar effect. And yeah, that also would be an achievement that just would not really respect the player's time. Yeah, well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep on watching. Have a good evening.